This is Rob Ismay and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Now, all we can hope for as boxing fans is to, at times when we have frustrations or ideas or critiques or anything like that of any of the platforms, is that they hear us once in a while and make the changes. That's all that we can ever hope for, okay? Give us the shows that we want, more regular content, okay? Now, the last video I did where I'm ranting and raving, and at times I'm sure some of you will agree who actually watched that video, that maybe I should have started singing It's My Part and I Cry If I Want To, okay? Because I was going a little bit OTT. But the reason why I did it is because I wanted the reaction. I wanted it to go to the right ears, okay? Because I don't have, in my phone book, with the many numbers that I have, I don't have somebody at Boxer, okay? I don't have somebody at Sky Sports where I can just call up and say, what's happening? Can we put on a show here? Can you put on a show there? Okay, I don't have that kind of pull. So my pull is doing YouTube videos. So I vented, I said a few things that I was unhappy with. And one of the good things, I think, when it comes with Boxer and Sky Sports is that they do actually listen, okay? They watch the videos, they read the comment section, and they have responded. I'll get a response saying, I understand, we're going to be making those changes, we're working on it, okay? Bear with us. And I mean, not exactly those words, but words to that effect, which is great. That's all we can ask for as boxing fans, isn't it? To be listened to. It's a far contrast from when I've done similar videos about Frank Warren shows and things like that. Just one day I find that I'm blocked and I don't get media credentials. That's his reaction to my videos. With Eddie Hearn, once upon a time, things seemed pretty cool. But then suddenly you just get totally blanked with a message of don't take things personal and things like that, which you can't help. On certain situations, you are going to take things personal, especially when it involves people that you know personally. But at least with Sky Sports and Boxer, they don't just see your comments and my videos and whatever else as hate. We're just hating for the sake of hating. No, it's criticism. We say it because we're frustrated. We say it because we want something else. And we can only give them full credit for all of that. Now, going forward, what is it that I want? What is it that you want? And I think that you'll all agree, well, we want more boxing content. Again, I'm talking Sky specifically, because obviously that's what the last video was about. I want more content on Sky Sports. Now, I only have Sky Sports for boxing. I don't have it for football or any other kind of sport. Listen, I'm a big football fan, but for my sins, I'm a Newcastle United fan, okay? I was born here, I currently live here. I spent a bit of time away, as per my southern accent. But if I want to watch Newcastle, all I got to do is drive four minutes down the bottom of the Scotswood Road, and I'm there at the stadium. So I don't need Sky Sports football, but I need it for boxing. If I'm paying each and every month, which ain't cheap, by the way, then I expect something in return. And that was one of the things I'm finding I'm not, and I haven't been getting that much content. But now, hopefully, or going forward, that will change. And if things don't seem to change over the next couple of weeks, then of course, another video will follow to get another reaction, okay? But that's what I like. I like the fact that they listen. I like the fact that they understand frustrations of you have fighters under contract with Sky Sports currently, and they're not fighting enough. When you've got a prospect, the prospect should be fighting 5, 6, maybe 7 times in a year. Maybe more if possible. That's what we want, okay? So now, again, I can speak from a northeast perspective, Newcastle, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Darlington and whatever, because obviously this is where I live and I know pretty much everybody in boxing around here. I know who the good ticket sellers are and I know who I recognise some of the fighters who I think could go on to do great things in the sport of boxing. I really do. And hopefully they get given the opportunity at some point. But what I would like is for them to put on more shows here in the Northeast. And I know that they like the Northeast. I know that they do. But I'd like more shows here. Don't wait for Savannah Marshall to have a fight, for them to have a fight. If Savannah Marshall's injured or isn't going to fight until a later date, maybe against Clarissa Shields, early September, no reason why you can't put on a show in July, for example, at a smaller arena, the Eagles Arena, which would be ideal for me because it's only like, 2-3 minutes drive down the bottom of the road there, which again is which is right opposite to the Utility Arena, which is where Sky Sports and that would normally be. But the Eagles Arena holds about 3,500 people, which incidentally was a very last show that Eddie Hearn put on with Sky Sports, which is headlined by Lewis Ritson. It was there. Again, I didn't get media for that one. Okay, hey, go figure. But that is the kind of show that they should be doing while waiting, because it's keeping fighters ticking over, and it's giving us, you who don't live in and around Newcastle, content on your Sky Sports TV to watch. Now, you can just look at, say, for example, that particular arena. Now, all they've got to do is let Mark Clazell handle it. Now, I say Mark Clazell, obviously, because he manages and trains a couple of Sky Sports fighters. Okay, so he already has that kind of relationship with Sky Sports. Mark Clazell, he has experience of putting on shows and that before. He knows everybody in the North East, all that kind of thing. We know who the big ticket sellers are, who currently don't have promotional deals and what have you, and they're very good fighters, given the opportunity. And he'll sell that event out probably within a week. 3,500, not that much of a push to sell out, especially with the kind of fighters that you can put on that show, some of which already have Sky Sports contracts, like Stephen Robinson, like April Hunter, like George O'Connor, like Michael Webster, Aaron Chalmers. Well, I think Aaron Chalmers is he Wasserman? I'm not sure actually. Anyway, that said, so even just 4 of them, for example, could do that with a couple more from around the North East, and maybe 1 or 2 from elsewhere in the country, like Brad Ray, for example, from Manchester. Sell it out easily. That's what I would like to see. Or if they want to be a little bit more ambitious, use the Falcons, the Stadium Falcons, which is the Newcastle Falcons rugby club. The stadium holds 10,000 people. Obviously not pitch included, so that'll be an extra 1,000 or whatever it's going to be. Very, very nice place. Why not? And it's one of the places that I suggested to Eddie Hearn once before, and he went, yeah, okay, we'll have a look at it. I know he didn't. Okay, but why not? Break new boundaries. Give it a go. But again, I mean, it's a bit of a risk. If it rains, what do you do? Okay, but hey. And I think a lot of you will agree that going forward, all you really want is more content. You want to see fighters from your area on Sky Sports. You want to see them on DAZN, on BT Sport. That's what you want to see. British fans in general, you want to see as much boxing content as you possibly can. DAZN, of course, they've got shows in and around the world, so that's great. Of course, Sky Sports are limited to UK and Ireland. Again, put on a couple of shows over in Ireland, and Northern Ireland, and that. You know, you don't just have to stay on this particular rock, okay? But there's still plenty of time, there's still plenty of opportunity. They're only, 10 months in, 10 months in, and look what they've done already. I've had a couple of pay-per-views out of them already, considering they started with no fighters only a few months ago. No fighters. And the stable that they've built. And that's always been, and that has been my thing for a while. You sign these fighters in the beginning for a reason. Why did you sign them? Because there's something about them. Now, they may take a bump or 2 along the way, okay? It happens. But there's a reason why you signed them. For the long-term goal. They can get there eventually. Of course, they need to be guided correctly, given the right kind of fights and that, of course. And some of them will deliver. They will deliver. I'm sure that they will, some of them. But listen, that's my thoughts on it all. So big up to Boxer and Sky Sports for recognising that I wasn't hating in that video at all. It was just purely critique from a boxing fan. And they took that. They obviously read your comments and things like that. And that's fantastic. That's all you and I can ask for from a boxing fan's perspective, is to be heard. We're the customer, right? The customer is not always right, by the way, because we will say and do things that may well be seen as hate, and obviously we have no clue about certain things that go on behind the scenes. Of course, we're not going to, are we? But from a customer perspective, give us more content. When you've got fighters, put them out regularly. And the way to put them out regularly is by having more fight nights, isn't it? Anyway, that's my thoughts. You drop me yours, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.